Hoops coming up. It'll be the Los Angeles Clippers facing off against the Phoenix Suns. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Clippers, Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And then for the Phoenix Suns, and it's Durant in at the 4 slot.
Yeah, guys, did you know that the Clippers winning the Pacific Division last year was the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, you heard it right.
Good point, Clark.
That's the first time the Clippers have ever won the Pacific Division.
Now, here is George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. No good on the 3. Clippers on defense. And Booker kicks to Paul. And the pass to Okoye. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And what a time to be a Clipper fan these days, guys, with the way they've climbed to the very top of the Pacific Division. And, Steve, they've done it by beating up on the rest of the teams in that Pacific.
Well, Golden State gave them some trouble, Kevin, but otherwise they really rolled against the rest of the Pacific Division. And I'll tell you, it became clear within a few months last season that the Clips were going to run away with the Pacific, and what a long time coming for Clipper fans.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys. Well, you know, I tell you what, guys, it's a tough road to hoe when you're trying to rebuild in the Western Conference. There's just no room or margin for error, and teams pile on while you're down.
A nice shot by Booker.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Dishes it to Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And back to the Suns in the West. They did finish with the worst record in the conference. They managed only 17 wins, Steve, against other teams in the West.
And that wasn't the worst mark, but it was close. The Suns' problem was that they didn't have a huge inside presence for long stretches of the season. And when you lack depth against teams with tough power forwards or centers out west, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Had the space there, but it's offline. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
Kevin, I asked what part of their offensive scheme he feels most confident in today, and he said it's probably the depth of perimeter shooting talent that they've got. He said our guys can flat out shoot it, and you're going to see it today. Gentlemen?
Doris, thank you. No, Clark, hard to create spacing without the threes.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
And as rebounders go, guys, he is amazingly active on the boards, relentless. And it serves 2 purposes. One, I mean, it gets him a lot of rebounds, of course, but 2, it takes a lot of toll on the opposition. He'll wear you down.
And I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively.
No good on the free throw.
You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tires.
And he sinks the second. Well, Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And, Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
And Westbrook, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest seemed easy.
Ball against Westbrook. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Paul. The three. Gets it to go. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
There's the lob to the hoop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Six feet out, and that one hits back iron.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
The dish now to Morris. Outside, George shoots it, and Durant with the block. But they get it back. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Here's George. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
And great instincts, too. I mean, just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Now here's Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Great open look there. He's got 6.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
There's a good screen. And Westbrook, here we go. George. Back to Westbrook. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And that one's good. Paul's got 5 points so far.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 5. A 3 ball. Morris, no good. Suns leading by 4. Heaton, defended by Morris. Here's Heaton. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Here's Westbrook. Shot to stop the run. He lays it in. He has 7.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted. I think Westbrook may be the most explosive player in the game right now. I mean, you got Wade, Kobe, Derrick Rose, but I think Russell Westbrook, with his speed and quickness, is probably the guy right now.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Feeds to Durant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Westbrook, really a freak athlete. Clark, a terrific dunker.
Yeah, he's a guy you would just love to see in the dunk contest, Kevin. But he says he's more of a game dunker and might not shine in the exhibition type format. And I can understand that. The dunks that Russell does in games are so vicious and so posterizing that it's hard to create that same type of tenacity and energy in a contest. So I think there are some guys that are more geared towards dunking in games than winning dunk contests.
The Suns have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Booker. Outside Durant. Defended by Batum. Fade away. That's good.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
Now, here is George. 4-point game. Back to Leonard. Here's the floater. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Paul with the ball. And George with the block. Makes the lead pass. Leonard.
You know, you go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
The free throw drops for Leonard, and the Suns making a change here. Leonard hits them both.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Here's Payne.
Help out! Help out!
He feeds it to Booker. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. As Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line, and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason, and they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard. Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Now here's Leonard. He has 5. A shot by Batum, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Now Westbrook. He has 7. Pass to Plumlee. Durant with it. He passes to Booker.
I got ball.
Number 11, defended by Batum. That's good. And it's a 7-point Phoenix lead. Los Angeles has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Westbrook gets a screen from Leonard. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. That's good. Here's Booker. 5 points in the game.
Screen.
Back to Durant. Defended by Batum. Fades. Number 11.
How about that basketball fan?
beautiful?
Wow. Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
And the Clippers making a change here.
The difference between being a dominant or a good team and mediocrity is the ability to win on the road. The Clippers secured their spot as one of the NBA's elite teams last season because they showed the ability to get it done on the road.
Clippers with the ball, trailing here by 8. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And the Clippers with one of the better road records in the Western Conference last year, going 24-17. Steve actually tied for the second most road wins in the West, only behind the Thunder.
And believe it or not, Kevin, it's the first time the Clippers franchise has ever had a winning record on the road. Actually, I do believe that when you think back to Clipper history. But I'll tell you what, it's a team on the rise and a very interesting club to watch.
And the first one drops.
You know, after the 2004 realignment of the divisions, the Suns jumped out quickly and secured the Pacific title a few times. But even in their long stretch as one of the top teams in the West up until the last few years, they've waited a long time to win another Pacific title.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, the last Suns division title coming in 2007. And with the way the rest of the division has buffed up, Steve, their roster's now looking very strong. The Suns were forced to rebuild, and now it may take a while.
Yeah, that's true. The division is getting tougher all the time with Golden State and the Clippers getting better. The Lakers, are going to bounce back quickly. But the Suns have a strong history. One of the great records in NBA history as a franchise. In fact, 4th highest winning percentage of all time after the Lakers, Celtics, and Spurs.
And the Clippers have possession. After the miss from Payne, stripped away. Fast break, here they come. Number 11. And he converts the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Here's Powell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 6. Covington. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
We got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Well, I like the way they've set the tone. You know, they're going to have to continue to work at it, but rebounds will be key in this game, no question about it.
He dishes it to Warren. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Payne. Number 11. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. He's got 11.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Here's Powell, defended by Ross. Drills it from outside. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Payne. There's a screen. Passes it to Craig. Lets the 3 fly. And the Suns get it back. Pass to Payne. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Powell. No good on the buzzer beater. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Suns lead by 11. 2K Sports, back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
Here's Payne. The feed to Warren. The pass to Payne. Here's Craig. A three-pointer is right on target.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Man passes to Gordon. Covington defended by Craig. Here's Powell. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Suns leading by 14. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, Kevin Durant last season joined the exclusive 180 club. Over 50% from the field, 40% from three-point territory, and 90% from the line. It's the gold standard of shooting efficiency, something only 5 other players have done in NBA history. It was a goal of his going into the season, but his ultimate goal still remains, to win an NBA title. He said, quote, "The hunger is always there. That's my goal every year, to get to the top of the mountain." Guys, he knows it's a long road, but they've gotten so close. We'll see if this is his year.
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys. Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
Pass to Man. Kicks to Powell. Dishes to Morris. Shoots the three. The shot is off. Nice D from Craig.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But you know, Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season. Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Paul goes in. Paul left side. He passes to Okoye. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 16. Man passes to Powell. He kicks it to Gordon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Paul outside. Paul gets a screen from Okoye. But they recover it. Number 11. And good on the basket. Book it. 16 points for him.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Morris kicks to Powell. There's the dish to Morris. Connects from three-point range.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
Paul outside. Paul right side. The baseline J. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
You look at Chris Paul and his physical stature, guys. I mean, he's not overwhelmingly strong or certainly not that big. Doesn't really bounce out of the gym. But it's the way he knows how to use everything that he has, particularly his body control. That allows him to be a dangerous finisher in the paint on a consistent basis.
Morris with the bucket.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Suns leading by 10. Paul outside. Passes to Okoye and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. When you talk about Chris Paul's penetration, he wears the number 3 in honor of Allen Iverson, but he's not the athlete that Iverson was.
Well, he's different. Iverson was a blur. Chris Paul is more about strength and side-to-side quickness. But Paul's a very good athlete in his own right, but it's his skill that is just so impressive. The ball handling, the passing, the awareness. What a player.
Here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Clock at 6. Man passes to Morris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
First free throw is good. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. And Morris drops them both. And here is Paul. He's got 5. Leads him in there. Rejected by Batum. Back to Gordon. Feeds to Powell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. He dishes it to Morris. The pass to Powell. Kicks it to Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Now here's Batum after the miss from Okoye. He feeds it to Morris. Pass to Powell. Dishes to Morris. He kicks it to Powell. Shoots. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Pass to Paul. And there's the feed to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 7 points. Clippers trail by 10. And the Clippers call time here.
With all of the on-court skills that Chris Paul possesses, perhaps his greatest attribute is the leadership he brings to a team. He just has a way about bringing guys together, encouraging them while also challenging them and holding them accountable.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Here's Morris. 8 points for him. Outside, George. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. George has got his first 2 points. You go back to that leadership that Chris Paul provides. I saw that some last year in the general manager category said that he might be the best single leader on any team in the NBA.
I would agree with that. He's just a dominant presence out there, despite the fact that he's kind of short. But he just understands his point guard's role. Passionate about the game, smart basketball player, and loves to play. It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Now, here is George. Here's Morris. Off target with his three.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Paul passes to Okoye. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the shot clock. Defended by Batum. Paul outside. He passes it to Booker. Back to Paul. The dish to Booker. Passes it to Paul. Fades and shoots. Paul can't get that one to fall.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
George dishes to Morris. Back to George. Feeds it to Powell. Outside, George. Morris. His three-pointers off the mark. Durant kicks to Booker. And there's the pass to Okoye. He dishes it to Paul. Okoye. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. He's got 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Gordon kicks to Batum. On the wing, George. Back to Batum to stop the drought. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
And the Clippers making a change here. Los Angeles shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. You want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And you take a look at the numbers, guys. They shot 80% from the free throw line as a team a year ago.
Something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Okoye.
Well, great focus at the free throw line. They're taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter, that'll do it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. George passes to Plumlee. Misses from short range. Suns leading by 12. Kicks to Booker. gets the bucket. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Leonard kicks to Westbrook. Outside for Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Now here's Durant. Here's Heaton. No good. Excellent D from Leonard. Clippers trail by 14. He feeds it to George. .153 left in the second quarter. Outside for Batum. Dishes it to Westbrook. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got 10 points.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
He kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George dishes to Westbrook. They get it again. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Plumlee's got his second basket.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Defended by Plumlee. It's hauled in by George.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
Covington. Pass to Westbrook. It's George on the wing. Pass to Plumlee. A beautiful reverse layup. Plumlee's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Here's Payne. There's the feed to Booker. Pass to Payne. 5 to shoot. The dish to Booker. They can't stop the run with that one.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Leonard. Payne grabs the board.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 7. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports. I hope your week is off to a good start on this Monday. The Suns playing well at the break. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. A nice start for Chris Paul. He's got 5 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. On the Clippers side of things, they're managing to hang around. The outside shot just not there for them today, but that certainly hasn't stopped them from trying. We might see some adjustments after the break. Paul George, off to a rough start. Everything's been rimming out for him. He's got to be frustrated. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Suns leading by 7. Paul outside. Back to Durant. He passes to Paul. Right side Durant. Wide open. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, the Suns really had a lot to overcome as they started the rebuilding project, and they just weren't the same team the home crowd was used to seeing, and the struggles were evidenced by that 17-24 record here at home.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Featon. The shot no good. Clippers trail by 6. George passes to Leonard. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. And the 3 off target. And the Suns, who have been so good for so long here at U.S. Airways Center, you know, it really was strange to see them drop so many games on their home court.
Well, to give you an idea of just how dominant this team has been here in Phoenix, this was the first time since the end of the 2003-2004 season that they didn't have a home record better than 500.
Now Paul. Paul George missing from long range. Paul passes to Okoye. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's on target from the high post. Booker's got 11 points.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Now Paul. Paul George missing from long range. Paul outside. Back to Durant. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, his heart might be in Oklahoma City now, but growing up, Kevin Durant said he wanted to be, of all things, a Raptor. That's right, he was a Raptor fan. A lot of it, he said, was just wanting to be part of something new.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Feeds it to Morris. Outside, George. The pass to Morris. Outside, Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Los Angeles shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And going back to Durant, I'm sure the Raptors would have loved to have had him. I got to be honest, I did not know he grew up a Raptors fan.
I had no idea. I'm guessing maybe he fell in love with Vince Carter at the dunk contest.
Maybe that was it, yeah. And the Suns call time. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. George dishes to Westbrook. Leonard. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Morris. 8 points for him. Back to George. There's the 3.
The defense has really gotten into his head a little bit here. He's not playing with any kind of confidence right now.
Paul outside. And they double up Paul. Booker. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Pass to Okoye. With the lead pass. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
He dishes it to Leonard. And Durant with the block.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, one or two more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Kicks it to Booker. Back to Paul. Fires for three. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for him.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle. And he really took advantage.
And the Clippers call time here. And Phoenix making a change here. On defense, Phoenix. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. He feeds it to Morris. On the wing, George. And his offensive struggles continue.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Westbrook against Paul. Durant kicks to Paul. Jacks up a three. Paul missing again. Clippers trail by 9. George with the ball. Now defended by Okoye. Outside Westbrook. Back to George. From outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Booker, defended by George. They set the pick. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And he makes the first. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Good on both. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. Plumlee sets the pick for Westbrook. George. He's guarded by Booker. Plumlee the pass to George. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Blocked. Paul with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Booker. Back to Paul. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. The putback, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Now here's Paul. Dishes it to Booker. Back to Paul. Paul gets a screen from Ross. And Booker kicks to Paul. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. And George kicks to Westbrook. Defended by Paul. Kicks it out to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Here's the screen. Here's Booker. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Westbrook dishes to George. He kicks to Plumlee. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Tipped. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Ross. Blocked. Clippers trail by 5. Quixote passes to Westbrook. Quixote. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook kicks to George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists now in the game. For Phoenix, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant dishes to Paul. Now the feed to Booker. Goes up the baseline. Gets it to go. Booker's got 17 now. Clippers trail by 4. Quixote defended by Durant. No good from Quixote.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
You know, really hard to try to compare Kevin Durant to somebody. I mean, it might come from who he says he modeled his game after. In an interview last season, he said that it was Larry Bird who shaped how he played growing up as a youngster.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
And here is Paul. 5 points in the game. And Booker kicks to Paul. Lock at 6. Fires from deep. The shot will not go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. One thing Durant shared in common with Bird, a deadly outside shot, even under pressure.
Yeah, I love his unflappable nature. Kevin Durant just seems unfazed during pressure times of the games, and I think even more so, he just enjoys it. He wants that pressure. He wants the ball in his hands.
Now Paul. After the missed 3 from Quixote. Paul with the ball. George picks him up. Paul passes to Ross. For the 3, gets it to go. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Passes it to Quixote. The tray. Ross grabs the board. Ross has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Number 11. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. 18 points for him.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Outside, George. Quixote passes to Plumlee. Stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Shot is off. Back to George. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Here's Booker. He's got 17. Banked in off the glass. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
They need this, and Westbrook lays it in. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Paul kicks to Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant. Clippers trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The offensive rebound. And Plumlee kicks to George. He passes to Quixote. Back to George. Now the pass to Quixote. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 8. Here's Durant. The shot is off. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin, closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
First one falls for him. Kevin Durant's checked in for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Gordon. Suns leading by 4. Now here's Paul. Pass to Okoye. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in.
There you go.
Clippers trail by 7.
Watch outside.
Here's Powell. Gives him the lead pass. Here's Gordon, and it's blocked. Pass to Man. Another shot. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
The Suns shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all.
I got him.
The drive by Paul. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. No good from Man.
Well, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
To the inside. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
There's the dish to Paul.
Look at me.
Feeds it to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Back to Paul. Looking to get it going. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Suns leading by 3. There's the pick. There's the pass to Okoye. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 9th assist in the game now. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And George kicks to Powell. Leonard on the wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard on the wing. He dishes it to Powell. Back to Leonard. Pocket 4. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Now here's Paul. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Here's Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
And the Suns call time here.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Payne. Pass to Okoye. Outside Durant. He passes to Okoye. Here's Payne. 3-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. And the Suns lead by 4.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
George double-teamed from past the arc. Covington. Zubek. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him, when he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when a shot goes up.
And the first one at the line is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Both free throws good from Booker. Clippers trail by 4. They set the screen. George fires.
Looking at the game for George, 13 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
That free throw good from George.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
And George drops them both. The Suns leading. And Durant backing in.
Come on, box it out, man.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Featon.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Now Westbrook kicks it to George to tie it up. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 17 points for Paul George. The Suns have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Durant dishes to Booker. Pass to Payne. He feeds it to Booker. Drains the 19-footer. Booker's got 14 points here in the second half. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Outside, George. Outside, Westbrook. They grab their own miss. It's stolen. And they're on the break. Passes it to Payne. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
Leonard sets a screen for George. Back to Leonard. Covington on the wing, George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The wing jumper off target. Suns leading by 4. Booker the pass to Payne. Outside Durant. And there's the pass to Payne. Gets it to go.
Well, sometimes when you're at a height disadvantage, that's the way to attack. Go right at your defender.
Clippers trail by 6. And George kicks to Westbrook. Covington. Outside Leonard. Beyond the arc. Outside Westbrook. On the wing, George. Back to Westbrook. Covington. Right side Westbrook. Goes back up. Bullseye.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks.
Here's Payne. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Payne. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Clippers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Durant, here we go. No good from Okoye. For Los Angeles, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Zubek defended by Payne. Zubek makes it off the glass.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Here's Booker. After the Clippers pick up 2. He passes to Okoye. Dishes it to Durant. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He kicks it to George. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. No good on that one. Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And he's good on the second.
They're still right in this thing, but missing the free throw keeps them in a 2-possession deficit.
Suns leading by 4. Back to Durant. Defended by George. Passes to Okoye. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 6. George gets a screen from Morris. A nice shot by George.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Paul with the ball. Back to Durant. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Paul against Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Okoye. And the shot is good. 20 points for him. And here is Los Angeles now. 6-point game. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Good on the shot.
I love when he takes the ball inside. That's when he seems to really get on a roll.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And here is Paul. Booker, defended by George. Fader on the way. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wow. Here we go, one-on-one. The feed to Paul. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And the Suns call time here. They're up by 4. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Booker the pass to Durant. Shoots a fader, and the Suns tack on 2 more. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 1:26 left in the game. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 6. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Part of the reason that they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here. I mean, when you have the opportunity to get the ball inside and score close to the rim, that's what you got to take advantage of.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like what we have here.
Here's Booker, defended by George. Here's Featon. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Clippers trailed by 3. Zubek defended by Durant. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. The dish to Leonard. Can't hit, so Phoenix will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And Booker kicks to Durant. Excellent D there from George.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Feeds it to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Westbrook dishes to Leonard to tie it up. No good from three-point territory. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. On the free throw, no good. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you've got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morris. Can't get the 3 to fall. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So the Suns win it. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Clippers, Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And then for the Phoenix Suns, and it's Durant in at the 4 slot. And George kicks to Morris. George dishes it to Leonard. He feeds it to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. George, 6 to shoot. A cookie. Inside Leaner. Here's Featon. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And here's Westbrook. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with head coach of the Clippers for just a moment. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Paul. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. 6 on the shot clock.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Suns on defense. Outside Leonard. Passes it to George. Defended by Paul. And George kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to Morris. He passes to Westbrook. No good on the 3.
Still looking for that first bucket here to start the game.
You know, for so long, the Clippers were on the bottom rung of the ladder in the West, almost were a joke in the conference, but their fortunes have changed dramatically in the past few years, and now they're a team that's respected and feared.
And here's Westbrook. After the three-pointer from Okoye. Westbrook gets a screen from Morris. It's Westbrook with the drive. Morris, no good.
Still looking for that first hoop. 0-4 now.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. Well, Clark, you said the Clippers have really flipped the Western Conference upside down over the last few years, and you're right. They have done it with, Steve Style, to say the least. They've got now also a very deep team.
Well, a 35-17 record against the West was enough to secure them their division and advantage in the first round. You have to remember, too, that they were without some of their big stars last season, so if they can stay healthy and really take advantage of what they have, this could be a lot of fun.
Often when we think of freakish athleticism in the NBA, it's those with strength and explosiveness like LeBron or Dwight Howard. But Kevin Durant physically is unique in his own right. Sure, he's got a slight build, but his mobility for his height, unparalleled.
And it's Paul penetrating. That's good.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. You think about the length of Kevin Durant, the reach of a center with the fluidity, Steve, of a guard.
Such a rare combination, Kevin, and it gives them a huge advantage at both ends of the floor. I mean, defensively, you think about the blocks and the steals and rebounds, and then offensively, the ability to play above his opponents.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Westbrook passes to Leonard. On the wing, George releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, they needed that one finally. That's just 1 of 5 now overall.
Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Paul passes to Okoye. Back to Paul. Okoye fires the 3. Tries again. Here's Featon. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yeah, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
There's a screen. To the middle, Zubek, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Okoye. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Right side, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. The 3 ball. And the shot is good. Leonard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 5. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Gets it to go. George has got his second basket.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Here's Booker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Paul. Pass to Okoye. And again, unable to change momentum here.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Outside Westbrook. Feeds to Plumlee. The pass to Morris. Kicks to Leonard. It's George on the wing. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. He kicks to Booker. There's the screen. Paul passes to Okoye. Just 4 to shoot. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. So it's Phoenix now. Down low to stop the drought. Nice D from Plumlee. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. George, defended by Booker. And here's George. He's got 7. Westbrook dishes to George. And Batum kicks to George. Buries it from 3-point range. George has got 10.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Pass to Durant. Defended by Plumlee. Now here's Durant. takes the turnaround J, and Westbrook pulls it down. Off with the layup. Here's Los Angeles now. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Okoyen. Outside, George. The three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Booker. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Passes to Okoyen. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And the Clippers making a change here.
And you know where you'll see him put in the majority of his work is in the rebound battle. Puts a persistent physical effort on the glass. He is tough to box out.
Also, guys, so often we see him playing possum at the defensive end. And then all of a sudden he springs into action, picks off a pass, and ignites the fast break.
Now here's Batum. Westbrook passes to Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
Here's Westbrook. And here's George for three. The shot is off. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Here's Warren. Second shot opportunity. Cannot hit. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Batum dishes to George. There's the feed to Powell. Lets it go from deep. No good. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Okoyen, the pass to Paul. Paul gets a screen from Warren. Paul is doubled. Shot clock at 5. 16 feet away. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his third rebound on the night. The dish now to Powell. Back to George. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Durant kicks to Paul. He passes to Okoyen. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the shot's good from Okoyen. He's got 9.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Hey, get Westbrook.
Now Westbrook. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Paul with the steal. Here's Warren. It's rebounded by Powell.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Durant dishes to Paul. Back to Durant. Number 11, defended by Batum. Gets it to go. And it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
To halt the run. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game for George, he's already up to 10 points. And he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
He misses the free throw. Los Angeles making a switch here. And he's good on the second. Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Payne. They set the pick. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
1:58 left in the first quarter. The three from George. Here's Quixote. Banked in off the glass.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Here's Payne. It's stolen. Now the Clippers moving it up. Powell, the pass to Quixote. Fast break, here come the Suns. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the Suns pick up 2. Clock at 6. Connects from three-point range. He has 5.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
50 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Payne. Fires for 3.
Good boy, good boy.
Shot is no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Platoon passes to Quixote. Dishes to George. From outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Here's Payne. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Craig. Here's Payne. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He feeds it to Powell. Back to George. Shoots it. Jump shot is good. George has got 13. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
Here's Payne.
Come on, box him out, man.
They set the pick. Fast break, here they come. Here's Gordon, finished off the break. Gordon's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Clippers. The Suns leading. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, Otto Porter comes from a basketball family. He wore his mom's jersey number growing up, then switched to his father's number 35 upon being drafted. And he kept it in the family in one other way. He never played in the AAU system and just worked out against his own family. Tough family, and it's worked out for him, guys.
Yeah, Doris, a versatile defender and a smart role player. He's been a very nice addition. So it's the Clippers now. After the miss from Ross. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
That free throw good from Mann. And Phoenix has possession. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Clippers in the lead. He dishes it to Morris. Pass to Quixote. Feeds it to Morris. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Come on, box him out, man.
Here's Booker, defended by Gordon. Here's Featon. And too long on the shot.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Kicks to Morris. Three-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
Here's Payne. He's got 5. He passes to Craig. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Here's Quixote. It's hauled in by the Suns. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Suns trail by 7. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Craig. And it's blocked by Gordon. Clippers have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Gordon off a pick from Morris. Here's Mann. Drops in the tray. 6 points for him.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Man, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Timeout called, the Suns.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting a stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Gordon, the pass to Mann. He kicks it to Morris. Outside Leonard. Eric Gordon on the wing. 5 to shoot. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play it.
A nice shot by Booker.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession. When you're one of the worst teams in the league, you have a lot of problems, and for the Suns, one of their biggest problems was that opponents shot very close to 40% against them from behind the arc, and that's just not a winning number.
Now here's Leonard. It's blocked. Pass to Craig. Here's Payne. The feed to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Payne passes to Craig. Another three for Phoenix. As you said, Clark, with the Suns, dead last in the league in terms of opposing three-point percentage. Defense overall was a problem for him, Steve, but especially in closing out on shooters beyond the arc.
Well, and the three-point shot, Kevin, has become such a huge part of every NBA team's offense now that if you're struggling to defend that line, you're going to really find yourself at the bottom of the league defensively and record-wise, and that's exactly where Phoenix found itself.
And Phoenix has possession, following the miss by Marcus Morris. Takes a three. Another three for Phoenix.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And the Clippers call time here. On defense, Phoenix. Leonard kicks to Gordon. Back to Leonard. Six to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got five now.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Well, anytime you can make more than half your shots, Clark, you take that any day of the week.
Pass to Payne. Launches it. Another three for Phoenix.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Leonard.
Reset.
I got him!
Shoot that! Westbrook!
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is the halftime show. Let's break down all the first half action. For the Phoenix Suns, they have the lead against the Clippers. Their second unit giving them instant offense. They've gone to their bench for scoring, and they've answered the call. An unbelievable display by Kevin Durant. He's got 12 points, and on the defensive side of the floor, he's definitely been contributing with some focused defensive work. On the Clippers side of things, they're managing to hang around. They've been in one heck of a groove offensively, making it look way too easy. Some great work out there by Paul George. He has 17 points and has been grabbing a few rebounds too. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Paul George really making a difference here.
It didn't take long to see what kind of game he was going to have today. He came out very aggressively and had a terrific first half.
You know, you look at his shot chart, it's all graped up. I mean, he's right at the rim. He's driving the lane again and again.
Here's Featon. Another one falls for Phoenix. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 10-point game. Kicks it to George. There's the pass to Leonard. Knocks down the three ball. Leonard's got 8 points.
And he's the type of player who, when he gets it going, is almost impossible to cool down. Coaches will call a timeout sometimes just to take away some of the momentum that he provides for that club.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Get it, get it, get it.
Clippers trail by 7. It's George on the wing. Launches a three. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. He kicks it to Paul. Outside Durant. Passes it to Okoye. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. The feed to Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard attacking, and is blocked by Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Phoenix leading by 7. Durant with it. He's got 12. The jump hook, no luck. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Westbrook kicks to Morris. Back to Westbrook. The dish to Leonard. Pass to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Clock at 6. Zubek. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
This is his first free throw of the game. That one is off.
You got one more.
Good on the second free throw. And here is Paul. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Okoye from deep. Offensive rebound. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Phoenix shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Clippers trail by 9. Outside Leonard. Dishes it to Morris. He feeds it to Westbrook. Kicks it to Morris. Now the pass to Leonard. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 11.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
Outside Durant. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He has 12 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
That's good from Durant. And the Suns making a change here. Durant hits them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Westbrook against Paul. Shoots from the corner. Rebound by the Suns. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. He passes it to Okoye. Back to Paul. Okoye. And the Suns miss again.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Back to George with the shot. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Suns leading by 8. He dishes it to Paul. Passes it to Okoye. Feeds to Booker. Pass to Okoye. Sinks that one from the post. 11 points in the game. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers trail by 10. Now here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He kicks it to Batum. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Paul. Durant sets a screen for Paul. There's a good screen. Warren kicks it out to Paul. Fires from deep. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
It's George on the wing, defended by Warren. Here's Batum. Shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Well, you know, we all know about Chris Paul's ability to orchestrate an offense, fellas. That's been on display since he stepped foot in the league. But how about his defensive ability? I know he's always amongst the league leaders in steals, but he's a dogged defender and really enjoys getting up into you at times.
5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers trail by 8. And George kicks to Westbrook. Westbrook gets a screen from Batum. It's Westbrook with the drive. The open shot, George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Back to Chris Paul, 5-time all-defensive selection. 3 times on the first team, including the last 2 seasons. I couldn't argue with any of that.
No, 2.4 steals per game in his career. That ranks 4th in NBA history. So, you take away the year he was hurt in 2010. He's led the NBA in steals for 5 straight seasons.
That is amazing and a great accomplishment. Now Batum. Outside Westbrook. Outside, George. The feed now to Batum. It's hauled in by the Suns.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Durant with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Outside Durant, back to Paul. Lets it go with a 3. And that one's good. Paul's got 5 points so far. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Batum. Outside, George. Covington from downtown. No luck.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Durant with it. 14 points for him. Pass to Paul. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on George.
I don't think there's any question that Chris Paul is one of the top point guards in the league. Whether or not he's the top point guard is a matter of debate. But when you look at his total package, you can clearly understand why he's considered by some to be the top point guard in the league. Leadership, excellence in every facet of the game, and defensively, I think he does an outstanding job at the point of attack.
And going back to Chris Paul, always efficient offensively. Great passer, great defender as well.
But his height, that's always been the knock on him. I mean, he's, I think, barely 6 feet tall, but he can still dominate a game. It's incredible.
He hits the second from the line. Clippers trail by 12. Outside, George. Covington. The dish to Morris. And there's the pass to Quixote. He feeds it to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. George has got 21 in the game. Phoenix leading by 10. And here is Paul. He has 6. Dishes it to Warren. Kicks it to Paul.
Check the clock, check the clock.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Paul. Outside Durant. It's stolen by Morris. Durant against Westbrook. Pass to Quixote. On the wing, George. Quixote, he dishes it to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook passes to Morris. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Okoye. Feeds it to Warren. Shoots the 3. Can't hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Now the pass to Quixote. Back to George. That doesn't go either for George.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first. Yeah, guys, did you know that the Clippers winning the Pacific Division last year was the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, you heard it right.
Good point, Clark.
That's the first time the Clippers have ever won the Pacific Division.
Okoye defended by Quixote. The shot's good from Okoye. 13 points in the game. Clippers trail by 12. Now here is George. 21 points in the game. He kicks to Morris. He passes to Westbrook. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Westbrook's got himself on the board with 3 there. And what a time to be a Clipper fan these days, guys, with the way they've climbed to the very top of the Pacific Division. And, Steve, they've done it by beating up on the rest of the teams in that Pacific.
Well, Golden State gave them some trouble, Kevin, but otherwise they really rolled against the rest of the Pacific Division. And I'll tell you, it became clear within a few months last season that the Clips were going to run away with the Pacific. And what a long time coming for Clipper fans.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. There's 1:54 left to play in the third.
I see him.
Paul outside. Now the feed to Booker. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Quixote defended by Booker. There's the dish to Morris. Puts it up. And it comes off the front of the rim. Suns leading by 9. Passes to Okoye. He feeds it to Warren. Paul dishes it to Warren. Back to Paul. Kicks to Warren. Pass to Paul. 4 on the clock. Okoye. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. He's got 16.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Leonard sets a screen for Westbrook. Up top, Leonard. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Booker kicks to Warren. He dishes it to Paul. Pass to Warren. Jacks up a 3, and it's blocked by Morris. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Quixote. The Clippers keep it alive. Morris dishes to Leonard. There's the pass to Quixote. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. And the Clippers making a change here. Here's Booker. Passes it to Okoye. That's good. He's got 18. 6 seconds left in the third. Here's Leonard. Off on that one. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Suns on top, up by 12. 2K Sports, back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Get outside, get outside.
Now, here is George. D right on him, and the basket good.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim. You know, it's no secret around the league, guys, that the Suns either have one of the best medical staffs in the game or they've built their practice facility by the fountain of youth. More evidence of that came when Jermaine O'Neal found new tread on his well-worn tires.
Well, Clark, as you said, a lot of the players that left the Suns last season, such as Steve Nash and Grant Hill, had trouble keeping their health up. And, Steve, I don't know, you've been in that organization. Whatever they are doing that are keeping those players healthy and in top shape has been working. They are admirable in the way they have led that cause.
Well, it's a tremendous training staff. They've just always done a very good job of keeping their guys healthy by getting them in the training room every day for work, by combining the strength program with the training schedule. But a lot of confidence in that staff from the players, and I think it really shows.
And the first one drops.
Well, you know, I tell you what, guys, it's a tough road to hoe when you're trying to rebuild in the Western Conference. There's just no room or margin for error, and teams pile on while you're down.
He hits both from the stripe. And back to the Suns in the West, they did finish with the worst record in the conference. They managed only 17 wins, Steve, against other teams in the West.
And that wasn't the worst mark, but it was close. The Suns' problem was that they didn't have a huge inside presence for long stretches of the season. And when you lack depth against teams with tough power forwards or centers out west, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Got to love the finger roll up and over the defense.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Now Gordon. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And George, here we go. Suns leading by 9. Pass to Payne. Eaton, defended by Mann. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Feeds it to George. Covington. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. Nice D from Durant.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Here's Payne. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break, and it's rejected.
Help! Help!
Okoye, defended by George. Pass to Okoye. Shot clock at 6. Outside Durant. He passes to Payne. Beyond the arc. Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers trail by 9. George passes to Mann. Covington. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The tray. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside for Durant. The pass to Payne. And there's the feed to Booker. Tries to snap the cold streak. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Passes it to Mann. Back to George. From past the arc. That's good. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Durant with a screen on Gordon. He kicks it to Booker. Rebounded by Mann.
Well, it's no wonder he's a bit cold. He's used to getting a lot more shots than he has today.
Gordon kicks to George. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Payne. Back to Durant. Puts one up from 19. And off the glass. That one's good.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and, of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
Very true, Steve. I mean, he's also one of those guys who doesn't take long at all to get on a roll offensively. He's a fun player to watch when he gets hot.
George dishes to Plumlee. George, pass to Mann. The Clippers need to get off a shot. This one for 3. The shot by George, no good.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
The pass to Payne. From deep. No good. Clippers trail by 8. Mann defended by Okoye. Mann. And it's good off the back rim and in.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Here's Payne. Back to Durant. He passes to Payne. The 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game. LA's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And George, here we go. Here's Plumlee. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
What a finish with that hoop.
Suns leading by 7. Here's Booker. Pass to Okoye. Here's Featon. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Clippers trail by 9. Pass to Mann. Covington. Just 5 on the clock. George, that's a 2-pointer. That one off the back iron and out.
I think he's got to find another way to contribute, Kevin, besides looking to shoot the ball. I mean, he just can't get anything to bounce his way this quarter, so he's got to do other things.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. They swipe it. And George with the block.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Come to me, come to me.
Left side, George pulls up on the wing, and that is good. George has got 29. Here's Payne. Outside Durant. Pass to Payne. The dish to Booker. All alone. And he connects with the jumper. And the Suns lead by 9.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
He feeds it to George. Dishes to Gordon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
The difference between being a dominant or a good team and mediocrity is the ability to win on the road. The Clippers secured their spot as one of the NBA's elite teams last season because they showed the ability to get it done on the road.
First one falls for him. And the Clippers with one of the better road records in the Western Conference last year, going 24-17. Steve actually tied for the second most road wins in the West, only behind the Thunder.
And believe it or not, Kevin, it's the first time the Clippers franchise has ever had a winning record on the road. Actually, I do believe that when you think back to Clipper history. But I'll tell you what, it's a team on the rise and a very interesting club to watch.
You know, after the 2004 realignment of the divisions, the Suns jumped out quickly and secured the Pacific title a few times. But even in their long stretch as one of the top teams in the West up until the last few years, they've waited a long time to win another Pacific title.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Clippers trail by 10. Leonard with the ball. Kicks to George. And he nails that one right through the net. George has got 14 points now in the second half. Well, the last Suns division title coming in 2007. And with the way the rest of the division has buffed up, Steve, their roster is now looking very strong. The Suns were forced to rebuild, and now it may take a while.
Yeah, that's true. The division is getting tougher all the time with Golden State and the Clippers getting better. The Lakers, you know, are going to bounce back quickly. But the Suns have a strong history, one of the great records in NBA history as a franchise. In fact, 4th highest winning percentage of all time after the Lakers, Celtics, and Spurs. What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Paul against Gordon. Paul outside. Back to Durant. He dishes it to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. The shot's good from Okoye.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
And here's George. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. George has got 36.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Paul outside. The pass to Okoye. But they'll get another chance. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Passes it to Okoye. Back to Paul.
Durant.
Okoye. Paul outside. He passes it to Okoye. Paul outside. Okoye. Clock at 6. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Morris. And it's Durant missing. Clippers trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to Morris. He kicks it to George. Pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. It's Durant with the drive. Paul outside. And the pass to Okoye.
5 seconds.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
A nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Both free throws good from McCoyan. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 10. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Hey! I got him. Westbrook.
1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Left side, George. Off target with his 3.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
Now here's Paul. Outside Durant. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. Leads him in there. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Leonard.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Westbrook against Paul. The feed to Booker. Back to Paul. Five to shoot. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. And the Suns lead by 11.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and that one's good.
All of those three-pointers coming off his fingers have been right on the money.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They came